Good morning, JoJo. Good morning, JoJo. Say good morning, Mommy. Oh, look at that. Good morning. Hey guys, this is Bella Britt and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, make sure you subscribe and give me a thumbs up. So today's video is going to be a special video. It's about my baby boy and his 2-month update. It was going to be featuring him, however he fell asleep and I wouldn't dare wake up a newborn. Okay. Anyway, so I got a little timeline and I'm just going to go over a few things. Okay, so for the first month, it's tiring. Basically, you come home, everyone is tired, the baby is up all night, you can't really get into sleep, you kind of getting adjusted to each other for the most part. You're learning him, he's learning you, you're learning his sleep pattern. You know, his first month, he was pretty much up all night. I was struggling with breastfeeding. He cried, I cried, we all cried together pretty much. And basically sweatpants, you don't get no makeup done, no hair done, no nothing. You barely can run errands because you're that tired and you're just exhausted for a good little while until you guys get in the schedule. You get to learn how their pattern is or whatever, and then you get to get some stuff done. So on to the second month, things that I encountered. First off, my baby had like baby acne, seborrhea is what his pediatrician called it, or eczema. To the point one day we was at home and all of a sudden I started noticing his skin was getting dry and he got these red blotchy bumps, and if I have the picture I'll insert it here so you'll know. And it was all over his body. You know, I panicked, I called the doctor, you know, and I ended up making an appointment for me to see. I didn't know if he had allergies or what was going on, because at that particular point he was formula and breastfed. But anyway, we started using the Aveeno, and I'll show you a picture here. See if you can see. All right, the Aveeno, and I also insert a picture. It's the eczema therapy. You can find it at Walgreens, Walmart, anywhere. So I started using that as needed. I was putting it on like 5 or 6 times a day. Every time he would feed or he was calm, I would rub it on his skin and it started to go away. So that really helped a lot. And also when I went to my doctor, they basically say babies get it. It's no real cure for it. So they advised Aveeno. I stopped using the Johnson & Johnson products, even though ironically enough, this is by Johnson & Johnson. It's just branded different or whatever. It's supposed to be no chemicals, no scented and all that. However, it worked for my baby. So if your child end up getting baby acne or eczema, I do advise this. And also he had the Aveeno baby. It's a whole entire kit. It also comes with like an oatmeal packet for him to take a bath in. And that's really good as well. So on to the next thing. Acid reflux, and this is a big thing because my first son didn't have it. It seemed like when he got about 3 weeks old, everything he was drinking would come right back up. And I'm not talking about baby spit up. It was actually like violently coming up to the point that it was projectile. It was all over everything. So I made him another appointment again because at this point I'm panicking. I'm like, is he being fed? So I ended up seeing like 2 or 3 pediatricians, and it just basically the first couple one just brushed it off, whatever. But I was really concerned, and by the time I saw the third one, she actually paid more attention to my child. She gave him medication because we had tried everything. They recommended you make sure the baby sits up 30 to 45 minutes after they eat. Make sure you burp every 1 ounce, or if they're breastfed, when you change breasts, make sure you burp them then. But it wasn't working. Every time you burp, it was almost the entire feeding coming up. So I had an issue with that. So she was the only one who actually ended up putting him on medication. And even though she put him on the he's on the baby Zantac. Even though she put him on the medication, he still spits up, but it's nowhere near as bad. So I'm okay with that. And as long as he's gaining weight, she's okay with that. So basically, that's what we're at with the acid reflux. He's still doing about 3 or 4 times a day. Maybe not that much, but it's nowhere near as bad as it was. So I'm okay. As long as it's getting better, I'm fine with that. It's just something I have to deal with, and hopefully he'll just grow out of it. Alright, the next thing is feedings, his feedings. Right now he's being breastfed exclusively. Not by choice, basically by force. And I'm going to have to get into that in detail more when I do my breastfeeding video. I'm trying to wait till you get about 6 months before I try to do a whole breastfeeding video so you can know my whole entire journey, because trust me, it's worth watching. Anywho, so he's breastfed right now, and typically what happens is I wake up early in the morning, I breastfeed him. When he falls asleep, I pump enough for me to be able to have in case we go out, because I'm not really comfortable with breastfeeding in public yet. So if I'm not able to get back to my car, I would, you know, have a bottle ready for him of breast milk or whatever. So he's on breast milk right now, and when he goes to my mother's house or when I'm out and about and he's with someone else, I make sure he has a bottle of breast milk as well. He's no longer on formula because he started refusing that about 3 weeks ago. And his feedings lead me to the next topic, which is constipation. So with my child, he don't go regular. When he was newborn and he first came home, I'll say for the first 3 or 4 days, he went 2 to 3 times a day. But now it's pretty much every 5 days, like sometimes 6 days. And when it go that long, I usually use the glycerin suppositories, about 1/3 of it, and you have to insert it in the rectum, but it make them go within 10 minutes. So if you ever have any issues with constipation, I highly recommend the glycerin suppositories. You can buy them at CVS. I don't think Walgreens sell them. They sell the liquid kind, but I'm talking about the ones that you keep in the refrigerators, about this big, and you just give them 1/3 of it. Put a diaper back on, in a good 10 minutes, they're going to be going. That's only if you're concerned. And I let my pediatrician know about his, you know, how he only used the bathroom maybe once a week sometimes. And she's not really concerned about it unless it's really hard or, you know, if it's little pebbles. She said as long as it's soft, she's fine with it because it's not really constipation. And she also recommended I give him K-roll syrup, you know, twice a day, I guess, to help regulate him. I don't know. However, if she's okay with it being soft, then I'm okay with it. And if he goes along about a week, I know I can always give him a glycerin suppository, and I'm okay with it. I'm not really into giving him anything extra besides the breast milk right now. So yeah. Okay, and on to the next thing, and what people generally want to know: a 2-month-old sleep schedule. So my son generally, okay, let's start in the morning. He wakes up about 7 and I feed him. Basically all he do is sleep and eat still. Sometimes he's a little more alert. He's a lot more alert. He watches TV, he like listening to music, and he'll play for about 10-15 minutes, but still he's, you know, sleeping and eating basically. So we'll get up around 7. He'll eat, I'll pump, he'll fall asleep at about 9:45. He'll wake up about 11 and eat again. He'll go right back to sleep, and pretty much every 3 hours during the daytime, that's how it goes. He'll wake up, eat, go right back to sleep, wake up, eat, go right back to sleep. And if he's up the most probably in the morning time, around 7 to 9. He'll stay up for a good hour to 2 hours, but during the daytime he's eating, sleeping. Unless there's something really going on, like if we're in a mall or we're in a grocery store, he'll pretty much stay up because he's alert. He's looking around at everybody, you know, all these different faces, these lights, and he's not new to seeing it. Around 8 o'clock is when he really gets sleepy. He started getting whiny, and my son fights his sleep, so he's whining, he's crying, we have to rock him. But by the time he goes to sleep around 8:30, he's out for the night pretty much. He'll wake up to eat, of course, but he don't even open his eyes. Like, I'll hear him making noise. I'm breastfeeding, so I do the position where you're lying down. I get him the breast and we both fall asleep pretty much, you know. And that's how it goes. And at night he'll wake up around 11 o'clock and feed. He won't wake up again till about 3. So what it is, about 4 hours. He'll wake up again around 5 and around 7. And that's pretty much how the night goes. So I'm actually able to get sleep unless I'm up watching TV. And that's my own fault. That's why I try to sleep. As soon as he go back to sleep, I go back to sleep, so I can make sure I get all my rest, so I'm not tired and groggy throughout the day, because I know I'm gonna have him for the most part. And that's pretty much it. That pretty much sums it up. My son, yeah, he cries a little bit more than my first son. It's something that I'm, you know, learning to deal with, but it's okay. We're getting a whole lot better with dealing with that. He's a little whining because he fights his sleep, and I've never seen a newborn 2-month-old baby fighting his sleep. They usually happen when they're around 1, 2, or something like that, but he fights his sleep. Hopefully he grow out of that as well, and he won't do it when he's about 1 or 2. So on to his 2-month-old checkup. Basically at the 2-month mark, you get 4 vaccines. 3 of them are injections, and you get an oral vaccine as well. So he did pretty good at that, and I'll insert a clip here so you can see his vaccines and how he did with that. One thing about mothers are, when you go to see your child crying for those vaccines, it's gonna make you tear up yourself. I'm not even gonna lie, when I was in there, his legs started bleeding, almost fainting. But anyway, that's his 2-month-old checkup, and I will be back. I plan on giving you guys an update every month, just so you guys can kind of grow with us, grow with him, so you can see where he's at. And even though he's not here to be featured in this video, if you're following my blogs, you're going to be able to see him all the time because I'm still on maternity leave, and he's literally attached to my hip for the most part. Other than that, he was born 8 pounds 11 ounces, and now he's a whopping 12 pounds and 1 ounce, which is, you know, he's pretty much 46th percentile, which means that if you line 100 newborn babies or 100 2-month-old babies with each other, he's gonna rank number 46. So that's pretty much average, you know, in the middle. Well, as far as height, he's 24 inches, so he's in the 91 percentile. So he's pretty tall for his age, and he is pretty big. Like, I couldn't even believe he was 12 pounds. I thought he was bigger than that because he's heavy. He's getting heavy. Also, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. If you're new to my channel, make sure you hit subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and comment below.